Well, I've got the IPL's top 5 fielders for this season, the guys that are currently playing in the IPL. I'm going to start with number 5, and it's a young guy from the Mumbai Indians, Hardik Pandya. He's an exciting young cricketer with bat and ball, but what he can do in the field is pretty special as well. You don't normally associate young Indians as being gun fielders, but he's a little bit different. He's an athlete, he's quick, he's got good hands, he's got a good throwing arm. He can field infield and outfield, and you'll see him sort of hunting the boundary lines more often than not in the back end of a the T20 inning. So he's the standout young Indian fielder as far as I'm concerned. Number 4, I've got David Warner. He might be a bit disappointed that he's down that low in the pecking order, but he's just a solid all-round fieldsman. He's got great hands, he's quick across the ground, good throwing arm, hits the stumps when he needs to, and once again he can field in any position. So the flexibility is what you're after in a team, and that's what these guys provide in the fielding side of things. Ravindra Jadeja as number 3. Once again, he ticks most of the boxes as well, but probably more known for his outfielding than he is for his infielding. Obviously, a left arm thrower. He's probably got the strongest throwing arm I can probably ever remember seeing through all of my time of playing. It's a bullet arm. I remember him throwing me out in a one-day game early on in his career, and I was up by about 3 or 4 yards, taking him on from the boundary. So I learned a lesson pretty quick there about him. Maxwell, I've got at number 2. Once again, pretty complete package. Very good in the infield, moves laterally very well, good in left hand, good in right hand, hits the stumps a lot in the inner circle, powerful throwing arm from the deep and safe hands. So you'll probably hear me say that about most of these guys, that they tick all the boxes as far as being the complete package. And number 1 fieldsman in the IPL this year, as he probably has been for a long time, is Kieron Pollard. I've seen him pull off some amazing things. He tends to field long on and long off, probably for the last 8 or 10 overs of innings, because that's where, if your bowler's a bowling ball, that's where the ball should go more often than not. And we know he's a 6'5", 6'6" sort of athlete. The amount of times I've seen him jump on the boundary and pull in a one-hander, go over the rope, come back in and grab it is pretty amazing. Some of his diving saves along the fence are quite spectacular, but they save a run here and there. It might get the tail end of back on strike, which those little things in a T20 game can make a massive impact. So they're my top 5 fielders in the IPL for this year.